Hi everybody. In today's online classroom, you should notice there are two things that are different. That means there are two differences. I wonder if you know what they are. Well, in the classroom today, we're going to be looking at sounds and letters, have a quick word game, and see if you know the difference between the words different and difference. Let's see. Yes, there were two differences, weren't there? Firstly, the classroom today is coming from the garden, and secondly, some of you may have noticed that my hair is a different colour. So I'm back in the house now, and we're going to look at, do you know how to use those words, different or different? So different, this is an adjective and it means not the same. Oh, your hair looks different today. Oh, the classroom is different today. It's in the garden and the house. And sometimes we use the word different when we're talking about time, when we want to separate the different days. And remember that when we're speaking in English, how we say the word sometimes gives a meaning. So if somebody says to me, "Oh, Jane, your hair looks different today," the way that they've actually used that word different is to suggest unusual. And I'm not quite sure that's a compliment. So sometimes when we use our English words and we use a different tone, different sound of our voice, then we're giving across a different meaning. Well, that's different. So the word difference is a noun. It means not the same. There's a difference between a boy and a girl, for example. And it could be when you disagree with somebody else, we have a difference of opinion. And it might be the amount by which one thing is different from another. And I use this word sometimes when I'm talking about the cost of two items. Oh, how much is that one, please? And how much is that one? What's the difference? And then I'm talking about the amount of money. So different is an adjective. So we're going to use the word different to describe. Difference is a noun. And today we're going to look at the alphabet. And we're going to look at the fact that there is a difference between the names of the alphabet and the different sounds that we might hear or that those letters might represent. So sometimes a letter, when combined with another letter, makes a different sound. So let's have a quick check-up on the alphabet. Yes, I know you know the alphabet, but let's quickly go through the names. So we start with A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Simple. That was really easy. And I'm sure the next part will be easy too. So next, I'm going to think about the sounds that those initial letters make on their own. This means the sound that it makes when you're just looking at the letter, you're not looking at it in a particular word. So let's have a look at the sounds. A, B, K, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, A, V, W, X, Y, Z. So well done for doing all of those sounds. And that's quite easy as well. But remember that sometimes the sounds are different in English to the sounds that you'll have in your first language. So practice is very important. And make sure that you look at how you make those sounds and listen to yourself saying the sounds, because that's just the initial sounds. Now we're going to have a look at count and order. So this is just a quick game where I'm going to tell you a letter and a sound, and we're going to order, can we create a word? Now this is just a game. It's nothing whatsoever to do with spelling, and it's just English words that I want you to think about in terms of the letters and sounds that we use. Are you ready? So first, A. So we have an A. Is this going to be an A sound or the letter A? Let's have a look at the sound that we've got to go with it. S. So I think this is going to be the letter A. A, S. And we have the word ace. Now we use that a lot when we're talking about something that we think is brilliant. Wow, that's ace. So well done if you got that correct. S. We all love this sound because it's quite easy to do, and children love to practice it, don't they? Because it sounds like a snake. S. I. S. I. Sigh. Oh, I've been doing quite a lot of that lately. Sighing, and you'll find that some of us are doing this because we're in lockdown and we're thinking about what shall I do next? Well, we're going to do the next word. And again we have the S sound and O. So, oh, I said that immediately. So, but do you know that's not the only letter that's going to give us that O sound when we put it together with the letter S, because you can also have O. So, and the ladies amongst us who do sewing will recognise that word. So there are two words there that sound the same, so and so. What about that letter A again? Is it going to be A or A? Let's look at the next sound. K. Ooh, C-H-E gives a K sound. So that's going to be A, because that word is ache. Ache. We sometimes use the word ache when we're talking about our leg hurting or our arm hurting. We talk about throbbing. We say, oh, my arms ache today because I've done too much work. Oh, here we are again with the letter A. Is it going to be A or A? Let's have a look at the next sound. T. Oh, so this is going to be A, because this is definitely 8. 8. Now, that's when we're talking about something we've already done. When we eat something, we're doing that now. So in the past, I ate. So earlier, I ate my lunch. But do you know there's another word that sounds like ate? Let's have a look to see if you're right. Yes, it starts with an A sound, but they're the letters that we have that make that sound. So we need a T, and together 8, and that's the number 8. But they did go together in sound, 8 and 8, but they mean two entirely different things. So what do we have next? The B. Now we said the sound for B was B. I wonder which will be used in this word. Let's have a look at the second part of the word. I. So this is going to be a B. Buy. Yes, very good. However, what about bye? I say this at the end of my videos, don't I? It's a shortened version of goodbye. So we have bye, meaning goodbye, and buy when you go to the shops, when you do your essential shopping. Now that we're on lockdown, you go out to buy something that you need to eat. So we're going to move on to, do you confuse the letter B and P? Because the first letter written there is a B, and you can see that we start with the top of the letter, we go down and up and round, and that creates the letter B. And for a P, we start at the top of the P, and the P is going to sit on the line, so we go beneath the line, back up and round, and we have a P. And they have two different sounds, don't they? Because the B, the sound is B, and the P, the sound is P. Right, so I want you to try to sound the B differently to the P, so that we can make sure that we're not confused by those two sounds. So when you put your lips together for B, I want to actually hear you've put those lips together, holding it tight and hearing the sound B. And then when you do the P sound, I want you to have a lighter touch on your lips. P. And sometimes if we don't make the sound from the stomach, as in B, we can see the difference with P. And if you get confused, try to do the B differently to the P. I'm sure you'll be able to get these next pictures correct. So we're going to begin with this one. P or B? Yes, P, police. Your next picture. P or B? Yes, that was easy, wasn't it? B, bottle of beer. And your next picture. P or B? Yes, you're correct. That one was easy. Ball. What about this one? P or B? Is that a little harder? Well, in actual fact, this is a pin, so it's P. Ah, that's interesting. Do you know what that is? Well, mine looks like this. So, is that P or B? Yes, of course it is. It's broom, so it's a B. And do you know what this animal is? P or B? It's a panda, so that's P. And do you know that this is a B because it's called a backpack? But sometimes you will hear English people call it something different. So what's the word that they use? Do you know? Well, the difference is that Americans call this bag a backpack, and yes, we use this word as well. And often English people will use the word rucksack, and the difference is just really that a rucksack is bigger than a backpack. And if you were actually looking at the language, you would probably say that more Americans use the word backpack, and the word rucksack I think comes from the German language to begin with, so it originates from the German language. It just really means a bag on your back. So whether you say backpack or rucksack, both are correct. So today's lesson has really been about difference and different, and the end of this lesson is telling you that each letter counts, and that's the same as saying every letter. Every single one is important, so make sure you know every individual letter and the sounds that they make. And that phrase at the bottom there on your screen, better together, the letters make different sounds when they're together, so practice the sounds that you know and check out words that you don't know and have a go at putting those words together by playing with some sounds. And it's nice that we're better together in the classroom, and whilst we can't see each other, we will continue to record, so I look forward to recording the next lesson. Bye now.